Hello everybody, welcome to your weekly forecast for Monday, August 22nd through Sunday, August 28th. Special shout out to my subscribers. Thank you so much for your continued support, for liking, sharing, and commenting on my videos. And your donations. I really appreciate everything you guys do for me. Any kind of interaction with my videos helps to keep it in circulation, okay? So if you're new to my channel or if you're a return viewer, would you please take the time to subscribe to my channel right now and click on the notification bell. You'll be notified each time I upload something. There's also in the description box below a few links. One is to my website where you can learn more about chart services that I offer, but there's also a link there to my email address, and sometimes it's just easier to email me and ask me whatever you are interested in. There's also a link to something called Ask Me a Question, which is for those of you who only want to know maybe one or two things about your chart. Okay, so the major aspects for this week are: on Monday, August 22nd, Mercury in Virgo trines Pluto in Capricorn. On Tuesday, August 23rd, the Sun moves into Virgo. On Friday, August 26th, Mercury moves into Libra. On Saturday, August 27th, Venus in Leo squares Uranus in Taurus. And on the same day, the Sun in Virgo squares Mars in Gemini. And on Sunday, August 28th, Venus in Leo opposes Saturn in Aquarius. So now for your forecast. Hi, Cancer. So for you on Monday, August 22nd, Mercury in Virgo in your third house trines Pluto, transiting in Capricorn in your seventh house. Okay, very nice. Mercury in your third house, along with the Sun is in Virgo right now too, is your big communication and travel house. Mercury's the natural ruler of the third house. It's about ready to turn retrograde, but right now, it's still like it's still possible to have a nice, clear communication with somebody, a conversation of some kind with a close partner, okay, close friend. Seventh house is partnerships, arrangements, agreements, handshake deals, whatever. But it's like a close friend, a romantic partner, or a business partner. This could be something, you know, that maybe it's been in the works. You know, maybe you're trying to like shore something up. You know, this has already been under discussion, so you're just, I don't know, tweaking it or whatever. But you could be, the third house is also the written word, so you could actually write something at this time, you know, that is an agreement or an arrangement with someone, or just anything, you know. But this is like a good time to discuss something with someone that you feel is pretty important, okay. On Saturday, August 27th, Venus in Leo in your second house squares Uranus transiting in your 11th house of Taurus. And on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your third house squares Mars transiting in Gemini in your 12th house. So, the square from Venus in your second house of how you earn your money, your possessions, your investments, having Venus here till the end of the month does attract money to you, you know, or little gifts, anything, perks of any kind. Okay, with a square to Uranus in your 11th house of sociability and your friends and acquaintances, any kind of organization that you belong to, where you go to hang out in person. This is also social media, though, too. I will have to say that someone's paying your way to something, possibly. They want you to be there. They want you to attend, I don't know, go see like a live show of some kind, or show up at a bar or something like that where you and your friends, someplace or other, but maybe someone would like to meet you there too, okay? And they're asking someone to have you be somewhere. Could also be, though, just on social media, meeting someone new. on the same day with this square from the sun in your 3rd house to Mars in your 12th house of behind the scenes actions taken by you or someone else. Mars is going to be in Gemini up until March, so it's going to be here for a while. I'd have to say you're going to be pretty active behind the scenes, working on something that's, Mars is the me planet. Sometimes it doesn't work well with others for a number of reasons. For one, you know, you got your own stuff to deal with. What are you worried about? You know, putting out all this energy to make someone else look good or get their shit done, right? You got your own stuff to do for you, right? Also, though, you're like very energetic and people can't keep up with you, kind of, or they can't keep as focused as you are. So it's best for you to work on something that is personally important to you, okay? It could be a secret, it doesn't have to be, but because it's in your 12th house of secrets, and like I said, behind the scenes actions taken by you or someone else. I have mentioned this, I'm pretty sure, in your monthly forecast about sometimes having Mars in the 12th house means that you do have someone in your circle, okay, that could be anyone. It's usually a friend, though, because or acquaintance. Okay, 11th house is also organizations that you belong to, so someone may be there, okay? It's usually not family, but anyways, because Mars is just coming from the 11th house of social people in your life, right? And then it's going into your 12th. It's usually one of these people that are secretly jealous or envious of you, and they're working behind the scenes, undermining you, trying to ensure that you don't get ahead, or you know, that they're real nice to your face, so you more than likely know who this is, you know. But they'll always act like they're a friend, you know, or it could be someone that you've known like since childhood, and but you never knew that they felt this way about you. But it's out of jealousy and envy. Okay, so just keep that in mind. But with the square from your 3rd house, I'd have to say that, you know, you could be having a maybe a secret conversation with someone at this time, keeping it under wraps. It could be some kind of arrangement or agreement that you're making with someone. It could even just be future plans that you may have with someone, but it's not everybody's business. It's not like you have to run out there and tell everybody. Mars, when it leaves Gemini, will be moving into your sign. So you have a long preparation period for whatever it is for when Mars moves into your sign, into your 1st house. That's when whatever you've been working on is usually when you spring it on people. Okay? On Sunday, August 28th, Venus in Leo in your 2nd house opposes Saturn transiting in your 8th house of Aquarius. So all this is they're both money houses. Venus is the planet in the 2nd house that really likes to spend, okay, on luxury items too, or Venus-related subjects like art or jewelry or perfume or clothing, you know, whatever. Having Saturn in your 8th house of other people's money and resources means that sometimes this area has dried up for you as far as the credit cards go. You know, either you've reached your limit or you just stopped using them because you couldn't even pay your minimum payment. Or if you were on some kind of living on a fixed income of some kind, okay? That could be something right now, is that it could even be like a settlement or some kind of insurance money, anything, okay? But you know, all this is you would like to spend money on something. Maybe people will think it's frivolous, you know, but it's something you want to do. It could be something for yourself. Maybe you're even going to buy. So you may be trying to borrow the money off of someone that you've always been able to borrow from before. Okay. So for Gemini, okay, on Monday, August 22nd, Mercury in Virgo in your 4th house trines Pluto transiting in your 8th house of Capricorn. Very nice trine from your house of your home, your 4th house, your foundation, okay, how you were raised, your childhood, your personal life. It's your family, but it's like where you actually physically live. With a trine to Pluto in your 8th house of legacies and inheritances, but other people's money and resources. And this is also shared property and shared debt that you share with a partner, okay? Or it could be another family member or anyone, actually. But there could be something going on here where you're, I've mentioned this before, gifted with something like a family heirloom, or you are finally, you know, there is possibly some kind of long drawn out lawsuit that you've been involved in, a legal matter that it could even be an insurance matter, something like that. You know how they drag their feet, they're not going to come up with that money right away. Maybe you're finally hearing something about some kind of settlement that will help you to move forward, like in your personal life, but your family life too. There could be something that, you know, because the sun's also in your 4th house right now in Virgo. This is the time of year where you want to do things to your home. Okay, you want to, I don't know, buy new stuff for it, paint, whatever. Okay, so hopefully you're getting something, money or news of some kind of help in some way coming towards you. On Saturday, August 27th, Venus in Leo in your 3rd house squares Uranus transiting in your 11th house of Taurus. And on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 4th house squares Mars transiting in your 1st house of Gemini. So Venus in your 3rd house of your everyday life, okay, your siblings, your neighbors, you know, wherever you would normally go throughout the course of your day has become a little bit more pleasant, or maybe possibly doing things in your own area, you know, that may be going to places you haven't been to in a while. With a square to Uranus in your 12th house of Taurus, these planets together are fun. Maybe somebody could tell you something just in passing, a little bit of gossip that is maybe a bit of a secret, or it could be something. The 3rd house is also your siblings and your cousins, your aunts and uncles. You know, you could hear from one of them at this time about anything. But to me, it looks like it's a little bit of a secret or something that you didn't know. That's kind of fun. You know, it's something different. It's something you were not expecting to hear about someone, okay? But it's not bad. Okay, the Sun in your 4th house at the same time squaring Mars in your 1st house just means that, you know, having Mars in your sign up until March, okay, means that you're going to be very focused on achieving a certain goal, or just rearranging everything the way you would like to have it. Okay, that's what Mars is, the ego planet. It helps you make corrections in your life where things aren't going the way you had planned, you know. What do you have to do to change these things? And one of these things right now that could be just sticking out like a sore thumb is your home life, your family life. If you're married, your immediate family. If you have a roommate, that person. Even if you live alone, the 4th house is still your personal life. So right now, you're like looking at that, you know. Maybe there's changes that you would like to make within your home, or with the people that you live with, or with your family, or just somewhere in your personal life. But that's what this is about, okay? On Sunday, August 28th, Venus in Leo in your 3rd house opposes Saturn transiting in your 9th house of Aquarius. So both of these houses are communication and travel houses, the 3rd and the 9th, okay? You could just hear something at this time. You could receive maybe a phone call or even a email or a regular postal letter that just very briefly makes you feel that, I don't know, kind of disconnected from if this is from family, in regards to family or even a friend, a little bit out of touch with these people, feeling that maybe that there's not a whole lot that you can do. If this is in regards to you, you know, you may feel that there's not a whole lot you can do to help yourself. This is something very minor, okay? It's a passing thing where, you know, you could just realize you don't have a lot in common with somebody, okay? That's one thing. But then you could just also figure out, though, but you still really like them. And maybe that's what the attraction is the fact that you don't have anything in common with them, and you like learn from each other, or you like respect each other because of where all your differences, okay? But like I said, it's just a passing transit. Okay, anyways, for Scorpio, on Monday, August 22nd, Mercury in Virgo in your 11th house trines Pluto, transiting in your 3rd house of Capricorn. So, you know, Mercury in your 11th house of sociability, going out and seeing your friends, going to see a live show of some kind, or attending a party, or, you know, something. It's also socializing on social media, too. You don't really have to go out in person to do these things. However, that a very nice trine to Pluto in your 3rd house of your neighborhood, your neighbors, where you go on like a daily basis. You know, maybe there's something going on, some kind of event or whatever going on in your neighborhood, or some kind of fair, street fair, or amusements of some kind. You know, a lot of fall things are coming up, autumn things, whatever. You know, you could be asked, somebody could just ask you to join them. Like a group of friends could ask you to just get together on this day. On Saturday, August 27th, Venus in Leo in your 10th house squares Uranus, transiting in your 7th house of Taurus. And on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 11th house squares Mars in Gemini in your 8th house. So having Venus in your 10th house of your career and your most public life, even your personal life, is out there right now for everybody to look at, okay? As long as Venus is here, people are saying really, really nice things about you, especially about your appearance, okay? So you could be getting an awful lot of attention right now, okay, with this square from Venus in your 10th to Uranus in your 7th house of your close relationships, okay? Business, romantic, close friend, whatever. You know, maybe, let's say romantic, your partner doesn't like the attention that you're getting, or you're leading people to believe that you're available when you're not. Okay, so maybe they don't care for that. You know, it's something pretty minor, but you could just be getting even unwanted attention from someone that has the hots for you, okay? So also on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 11th house squares Mars in Gemini in your 8th house. So having Mars in your 8th house of other people's resources and money. This is passive money, okay? Money coming to you through means other than earning it from some kind of settlement or legal payout, you know, insurance payout. You know, you could own property with someone else. They could buy you out, or just whatever. You know, people could just gift you with a lot of stuff right now that they're getting rid of. But having Mars here, you're the natural ruler of the 8th house. It is the rebirth and regeneration house. We just like start all over on yourself. So you could be doing something like that. Okay, like I don't know. You know, shedding old skin, or something. Just adding on. It's not like you're changing your personality, but you're possibly taking up something that enhances it even more. Okay, makes you even more attractive. But anyways, with this square from the sun in your 11th house, meaning, 11th house also is organizations that you belong to, or just a group of friends. It could be pressuring you to do something with them that costs a lot of money, or they want you to dish out money for something or other. Or maybe you did receive some kind of settlement, and that somebody knows it and they want to borrow money. Usually like a friend or somebody or whatever knows that something like that could possibly be going on in your life. On Sunday, August 28th, Venus in Leo in your 10th house opposes Saturn in your 4th house of Aquarius. So not too big of a deal. Okay, your 4th house is your home life, where you actually physically live, your immediate family, or a roommate that you may live with, or even if you live alone, it's still like your personal life, okay? It's your past and your childhood. So again, somebody there, like your family, or even a roommate, or your spouse, could think that you're getting a lot of attention, maybe unwanted attention, or attention that isn't truthful, because I don't know, you're not available. Maybe you're not available. Obviously, if you're married, probably not a good idea, right? But they could just, this is something very, very brief here, where you are far more concerned with your job or what your public life or whatever it is than you are with your family or your home or something like that. In fact, you could feel that it's getting in the way. It's like smothering you or something. But it's just very brief, okay? It's very brief transit. So for Aries, on Monday, August 22nd, Mercury in Virgo in your 6th house trines Pluto transiting in your 10th house of Capricorn. Very nice trine from your 6th house of the workplace and the kind of work that you do to your 10th house of your career. Okay, and how you're known publicly for your career and also your personal life, though. So something obviously is going on that's enhancing your position. Okay, you're doing something at work, maybe negotiating something new. Maybe you have, if you're self-employed, a new client. New whatever, because the sun is also here at the same time, and there's going to be a new moon here. So obviously there's some kind of new beginning here where maybe you are like suddenly put in charge of the place, if you do work for someone else, or you're taking on some really prestigious client at this time. Whatever you're doing, the kind of work that you do, it's really getting out there. People are noticing it, and it's enhancing your reputation. On Saturday, August 27th, Venus in Leo in your 5th house squares Uranus transiting in your 2nd house of Taurus. And on the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 6th house squares Mars transiting in your 3rd house of Gemini. So having Venus in your 5th house of fun and entertainment, gambling, anything to do with children, yours or of someone else's, or childish things or games, sports, and any kind of creativity and romance. So just the square to Uranus in your 2nd house, I believe, this transit is a fun transit. I believe that you will spend money having fun. The 2nd house where you have Uranus transiting in Taurus is the house of income, how you earn your money. And, I think you're going to spend it at this time. Not a lot, but enough that you're able to do it. On the same day, the Sun in Virgo in your 6th house, okay, of work, the kind of work that you do, whatever, squares Mars in your 3rd house where you have Gemini. So, you may, I don't know, you may take on more work or call off work possibly, either way. to do something, let's say like in your own area, in your own neighborhood possibly even. That's where you have Mars in your third house. It's going to be here up until March. Okay, so there's going to be an awful lot of activity going on here, and that's just like now starting. Okay, so you know, you're either in on it or you're not. You know what I mean? You could be, if you're self-employed, opening some kind of business, okay? Or you are working from your home and you're just, I don't know, trying to branch out or whatever with businesses that are already in existence in your neighborhood. But to me, it just looks like, you know, you're wherever you work currently, it's getting in the way of you doing something else, you know, doing something that's, say, possibly creative. You know, having the planet Uranus in your second house does bring a lot of hidden talents to the surface, you know, so there's probably something or other that you've been doing on the side. And, you know, with the square from Venus in your fifth house to Uranus in your second house, I'd have to say you're willing to bet money or speculate on yourself, on some kind of risk, okay, that you might take with your current position, okay, even if you're self-employed, right? And I don't know, go out on your own. On Sunday, August 28th, Venus in Leo in your fifth house opposes Saturn transiting in your 11th house of Aquarius. So, you know, this really isn't a bad transit at all, okay? The opposition to Saturn in your 11th house of friends and, you know, socializing online and in person, going to do things in public, you know, see a live event or something or other. You know, it just means that you're possibly having like more fun, maybe not being with those people, not hanging out with your friends. Maybe you're enjoying yourself like with your family or a romantic person that you're with right now. Maybe you have somebody like that in your life. But your friends, you're kind of like putting them on the back burner. They may kind of sense this. You know, you don't have to do everything with them, and they don't have to know everything that you're doing either. It's very brief transit. It's very fleeting, but that's all it is. It feels to me like, you know, your friends are getting in the way of whatever it is that you're doing, and you don't feel like doing everything with your friends.